good? It's Andrew from ProducerSociety.com. Today I'm going to show you how to record computer audio in GarageBand. So it's actually a pretty straightforward process, especially after you've got your hands on ScreenFlow's editor, or the ScreenFlow editor rather, from Telestream. So what you want to do is you want to head over to either my article at ProducerSociety.com, or you want to go into the video description where I'm going to have a link where you can grab a copy of it. So you just click on this link here, and it's going to take you to Telestream's website, and then you can buy their ScreenFlow editor. And you might look at that price and go, oh my God, $129. I mean, really? I mean, if you're serious about this, I would just get the software, just get the software. You could always use the free trial if you wanted to, just in the case of, let's say, for example, you only wanted to use it once. But either way, I bought it, and I think I use it every day, so I love it. I think it's great. So yeah, you just want to get your hands on the ScreenFlow editor, and then you download it, of course. And then once you've done that, you're just going to see how easy this is. So really, you just you download your ScreenFlow editor. I have the 4-step process here, and then you go into the configuration. I can't do all that right now because I'm actually using ScreenFlow as we talk. So I have the picture here. So you just go into configure recording, and then you just go record computer audio after selecting this button. Set up your other configuration, your desktop video, record the other video from your FaceTime HD camera. And then you want to go into your GarageBand preferences like this right here. And then once you're in there, you go to output device, Telestream audio, and that's going to send the GarageBand sound to ScreenFlow, and then ScreenFlow is going to record the computer audio. And then you can set your input device to whatever it is that you're using to record your vocals, or through whatever you're talking or whatever you're doing. And then you just hit record on ScreenFlow, and then it's going to bring up your configuration of what you're doing. So you got your desktop, FaceTime HD camera, and your computer audio, and then you're going to be set, and then it's going to do that for you. Typically, I actually don't use a microphone to, if I have a lot of things to do, like if I'm going to record what's going on in GarageBand as well as my screen, in addition to me talking, I'll actually use a Zoom recorder, and I'm going to show you what one of those looks like. I find that it's best to have an external mic when you're using all this stuff, especially in the case that especially in the case that I don't know, you have a MacBook Pro like me. I have a MacBook Pro, unfortunately, that I didn't get the best one available, so it doesn't have as much RAM and storage space, which was a big mistake. I won't make that mistake ever again. But yeah, I would get one of these. I probably wouldn't get this $1,000 package, frankly. You could probably just get the Zoom H6 the way it is. And then, or if you wanted to, man, just go get one of the older ones. It'll be a lot cheaper. I have a Zoom H2, for instance, and that thing's like 12 years old. It still works. I use it all the time. But if you want to ball out and you want to get something that's great, get one of these brand new ones, because it's going to be a lot better for you, for sure. Or you could get an H5 or an H4, or maybe even one of these Zoom H1s. They're a lot cheaper. See, look, if you look at this one right here, the Zoom H5 is quite a bit cheaper. But yeah, I recommend getting one of those. That's going to save you a lot of time and energy. But yeah, you know what? There's not a ton of stuff to say about this process. Like, it's actually, it's actually fairly straightforward. It's not overly complicated once you download ScreenFlow. It's all just going to kind of come together. It's very simple. In terms of
by the way, I got a present for you. Go to ProducerSociety.com/free mixing cheat sheet. That'll put you on my list to get a free mixing cheat sheet. And I send all kinds of cool tips and stuff that I don't share anywhere else. You can also join my forum at forum.producersociety.com. For now, it's totally free to sign up, but in the future, I'll probably lock it down and then turn it into a full course platform.
What are some other things I can mention to you here? Just some other features of ScreenFlow which I find make it really great is the fact that you can actually utilize GarageBand, or rather Apple's AU plugins, for the mixing process right in the ScreenFlow editor. So you just click on this button right here, and you can actually access all of the same AU plugins that you would get in Logic Pro or GarageBand. So that's really handy. Additionally, you can record with external devices, so you can plug in your iPhone to ScreenFlow, and it'll actually record the screen on on your iPhone. And from what I understand, you can also record with external cameras as well. Like I have a Nikon D7000, I think it is. I never use it because I don't have the proper lens, but you could use an external camera too if you wanted to. And another great thing about the ScreenFlow editor is that if you load in your audio, like let's say you do use an external mic like a Zoom, and you load that audio recording into the ScreenFlow editor, for whatever reason, the ScreenFlow just doesn't. There's no audio drift. I don't know why. I don't know why audio drift is such a problem in iMovie where it's not a problem at all in ScreenFlow. I don't understand why that is. Maybe just because ScreenFlow is a paid software. Excuse me. But either way, it eliminates audio drift, and it just got rid of that problem for me right away, which is great because I found when I was trying to load in the audio into iMovie as well as the video at the same time, there would always be this annoying lag, and it was just very unpleasant. You know, it was very unpleasant. I didn't enjoy it, and I imagine you don't enjoy it either. Either way. So just some things to consider, especially if you have a MacBook Pro like mine that doesn't have optimal specifications. You're probably going to run into some latency issues if you're running a lot of software at once. For instance, if you're running ScreenFlow, GarageBand, Google Chrome, and you're using a Samsung Q2U microphone, you're probably going to have some latency, unless, of course, you're using like an iMac or something like that. But yeah, it's a lot of software to run for one of these modern MacBook Pros that don't have that much power, unless you get one of the good ones. Yeah, another thing to mention is to make sure you have enough space on your computer because you're recording audio and video at the same time. And, a 10-minute video is going to be 1 gigabyte usually, sometimes even larger, depending on what you're doing. So make sure you have like a Seagate Backup Plus, 1 terabyte or 2 terabyte, depending on how much you want. I love my backup, my external hard drive. It's incredibly useful. I use it all the time. And another thing to add is that I've already mentioned this tangentially in this video, and that's that USB microphones aren't the greatest when it comes to ScreenFlow videos. I'm not sure why. I imagine it's because the USB microphone is kind of like running on the same hardware as a computer in comparison to an audio interface with an actual microphone plugged into it. I think it just makes it a lot easier on the computer if there's like an external sound card outside of it and you're using that rather than the sound card in the computer. But in conclusion, just wrapping all this stuff up, get ScreenFlow. Just get ScreenFlow, and you're gonna eliminate so many problems just by using ScreenFlow. Honestly, you're gonna eliminate a lot of your drift. You can mix right in the editor. It's you can record your iOS devices. You can do all kinds of stuff with it. So I couldn't recommend using ScreenFlow enough. It works great, and I don't regret getting it at all. I use it every day. But anyway, I don't really have much else to say. Make sure you check out the article because, as you know, in my articles, the articles are always way better than the videos, for real. My articles are always, I got so many pictures and diagrams, and then I literally walk people through the process like one by one. The videos are really just kind of like an accompanying piece, really. But anyway, that's all for this video. I hope this was helpful to you. I'm probably forgetting something, and then I'm gonna remember it later and be like, oh yeah, I should have included that. But regardless, make sure you like my videos, make sure you subscribe. Seems like the channel is finally growing, so I'm happy about that. But anyway, I'll see you in the next one, all right? Peace.